are back here watching a guy that's watching another guy. This reaction channel, some feminism shit with Andrew Tate. You know, some controversial shit. That's my jam. Let's get into it. Might be surprised on my takes, actually. If you think I'm just going to automatically side with Andrew Tate.
Andrew, what do you think of Bonnie Blue sleeping with 1,057 men?
On everything. Of course, we're going to agree on some things, but you keep it up, Andrew. I got something for you, homie.
Damn. How honest should I be out of 10?
I want you to be honest.
You want me to be honest?
Yeah, go on.
I don't understand why men sit here and lecture you about it. I don't understand why men sit here and say you shouldn't do it. It's your body, your choice, right? This is the world we now live in. This is the end result of feminism.
Yeah,
you are the perfect end result of feminism. In the world I believe in the conservative, traditionally masculinely ruled world, a man would be in charge of his daughters until they're handed over to their husbands or boyfriends, and there would be a degree of
See, I don't believe in the whole masculine controlled world thing. Nah, I can't. Okay, to be clear, and since this is a new video, I am a non-Abrahamic true monotheist. Okay, I actually have videos reacting to Andrew Tate. I have when Andrew Tate was talking to George Denko about a year ago. I got no one watched it, so I didn't keep making them. But I mean, no one watches anything anyway, so I don't see why that should fucking matter. I do what I do anyways. Like, that's what we do here. This is a vlog channel, motherfuckers. It's okay. I'm in a blue ocean of content, y'all. I really am. And here really soon, I'll be increasing my fucking quality, my video production. Yep. This fucking shit, I know, guys, and I've tried to edit this shit out before, and shit gets all fucked up, bro. Like, it's like, come the fuck on. Like, I either don't have, it'll say, you don't got room to save the fucking edit you just spent 4 hours fucking making multiple times on the same fucking video. Oh, I almost broke my phone so many fucking times over that shit, y'all. So, at this point, ain't nothing I can fucking do about it, bro. I just fucking gotta roll with it and put that shit out there raw as fucking unedited. I've tried to edit it like multiple times before, y'all. And I don't just mean like 2 or something, like so many times. I've tried to edit this shit and it just keeps getting all fucked off. Like, fucking not enough memory. Fucking, I got a whole nother fucking memory card in there that I can't fucking use. Like, I've watched the videos how to fucking use it fucking multiple times, enough to where I almost wanted to break my phone. I erased all my... Oh, it's so fucking annoying anyway. This is the vlog part of it, y'all. Like, every single video I make is a straight-up vlog. This is a vlog channel. I do what I do. Theology is my main interest, besides doggies. Doggies is actually my life love. Doggies is my life's work and my life love. My family and my friends. They was my only friends when I was a kid. They're my only friends now. The family dog was my best friend. I was like, fuck my brother and fuck my sister. And my mom was cool whenever she was being cool, but she was bipolar, so she wasn't cool all the time, And anyway, enough about me. Let's go on with... So yeah, non-Abrahamic true monotheist. I was raised up as pagan. I claimed spiritual for a long time till I really started thinking about it, and I'm like, that's really not specific enough. Spiritual can go so many different ways, and non-Abrahamic true monotheism quite specific enough. For fuck's sake. Yep. Because when it goes in and out like that, it fucks up with my volume too, my audio. So, omnitheist. I just might have to coin my own thing, omnitheist, which is divinity is equally saturated throughout all creation. Now, essentially, I do believe in monotheism, like actual true monotheism. But followers of Abraham have corrupted what the one true Creator actually is. What I say is their perception is fractured and broken, and what makes it fractured and broken is they incessantly attempt to interject division into that which is united. And they do that through constructs such as hell, such as sin, such as Satan. Okay. If the one true creator is a perfect creator, then everything within creation is perfect, and therefore there can be no hell, there can be no Satan, there can be no evil. I don't believe in evil. People say, "Oh, you don't believe in evil?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I don't believe in evil." They're like, "Oh, what about this, that, or the other fucked up, horrible ass thing? Whoa, isn't that evil?" I'm like, "Well, that's bad." They're like, "Yeah, evil." I'm like, "No, bad." You're like, "Yeah, no, same thing, evil." Like, nah, bro, it's actually not same, not same, actually, because evil is religion's attempt to interject their dogma over the everyday common experience of bad, and then, and then say, oh, of course, same. No, that is a, what do they call that? A false comparison type dealio. I need to catch up on all my fucking debate terms and whatnot. Stephen Woodward over there at he's a fucking atheist. What's his fucking channel? Rationality Rules, English dude, but one of them that's palatable. You can one that's really tolerable. Here we go. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh fuck! Not even a minute in, and I'm just going the fuck on with myself. Fuck Nugget, I'm good. I got 7 minutes out of not even a full, barely over half minute in. I'm sorry, Andrew. I am 75% narcissistic, Andrew. I know that's not topping yours. You got to be at least 85% narcissistic, Andrew. So I mean, I'm little brothering you on the fucking narcissism, Andrew. But to be fair, Andrew, my narcissism assures me that you are just an interesting side character in Dane's world, motherfucker. What's up?
Masculine guidance, but feminism didn't want that. Women complain that men don't want to get married. We did actually want to get married.
Yeah.
When we got obedient virgins.
Now, he does bring up valid points. He does. I'm not saying I'm against everything he says. The whole, the world should be ruled by the men thing. I think men and women have their place, and I think there should be equal ruling. But I think that doesn't always look like. See, I don't think that women should be cops at all, because women are physically weaker, and even though the feminists like to pretend like no, they really are. And see, what happens is they overcompensate for that weakness through their gun. They're quick to fucking pull the gun. And see, the thing is, and so the male cops around them, that they are naturally, oh, we're gonna go help the girl, right? So they don't ask no questions. Girl says, come over here and get this motherfucker, and they don't ask no questions. They can come over here and get that motherfucker without even stopping and evaluating the stop to see if that use of force is necessary. No, she said, get him. Let's get him, motherfuckers. So there's definitely some. I don't think there's women should not be in military or fucking police, in my opinion. Most other fields, sure, but it's whatever. It's take it, Andrew. You take it, big boy.
But they disappeared, and they complained about the patriarchy, and they were tired of us giving them a house to live in and kids to raise, and they wanted to make their own. So she's making her own choice. That's a fantastic thing. I actually have a lot of respect for you because you own it and you're honest about it.
What if it was your daughter?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. As long as you're on, honesty is what matters, dude. If you're gonna hoe it like you owe it, if you're gonna hoe it and you know it, just clap your hands, bro. Just say that shit. Sing it, sang it, fucking wear it on your sleeve, do your thing with it, and just let it be what it be. Just don't be lying about that shit. Don't be trick-ass hoeing about that shit,
Well, that won't happen.
But she's her own person.
I never said my daughter's her own person. I said women want to be their own people. But my point is, there's so many women who go to Magaluf for a weekend and do something very similar, and then they come back to England and get with some fucking guy.
I got a very good point coming up, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to stick it up Andrew's ass right now in a second. Hold on.
And start asking for presents from him and talking about how they deserve a traditional relationship and they want to get married and they want a Christmas present and all this bullshit. Most women do exactly what Bonnie does.
Let's talk about those women. Just, a chick that goes around to get their hoe on. Let's just say, all right. And now if you're coming at me with, oh dang, you misogynistic, you saying hoe, nigga? Okay, y'all check it out. If when I say hoe, you automatically think I'm talking about only women, then that's on you. Because when I say hoe, I am talking about everybody up in this motherfucker. Because we all, we all hoes. We all got to fight that, like, I mean, not necessarily me personally. I'm going on 10 years waiting on true love, single and celibate, but not everyone can do that. All through my 30s, which is supposed to be your prime, but my 30s are gone and single and celibate. Tell you what, oh motherfucking cock chugger, man. Ugh, fucking shit, bro. Shit's always cutting off on me, y'all. It's just so fucking 500 videos in and shit. It's just cutting off on me all the time. But tell you what, got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you got girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. Nickel.
I don't see you any different than most women. And I'm not saying that in a degradation way.
Most women don't sleep with 1,057.
I forgot my point. Okay. So Andrew's sitting there talking about, as if he's talking down on these women, yet these are exactly the kind of women which got Andrew his initial big old chunk of money and push, which gave him the free time to run around on all these podcasts, talking to all these different you got to have time and money to do that shit, y'all. Where did he get that time and money from? On the he had all kinds of girls out there with his little call center, his little trick ass hoe call center. That he was coaching them. Not only coaching them, he's like, yeah, tell him you're gonna suck it like this, girl. Yeah, and not only would he tell him to tell it like that, he would get on there and text it himself to these guys. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this to you, daddy. I'm gonna do it so good. Fucking Andrew back there laughing, talking to 50 different dudes on 50 different phones and shit. Maybe it was all the same phone. I don't know. But what I'm saying is he is acting like he's looking down on these people, yet these ladies are the exact same type of ladies that got him where the fuck he is. Some could argue that he has built his empire on the backs of these same kind of girls that he is talking down on right now. Not only that, he will go around and say that, yeah, he likes, just going through them. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm just take that mentality right there. You think you're the only guy with that mentality? Okay, so where are all these girls coming? Okay. All these girls are someone's daughter. All these girls are someone's, sister and niece and granddaughter. Andrew. So you're not equally applying your logic here, Andrew, because so if I had the edit capabilities, I would, this is where I would put in clips of all the different shit Andrew has said, about women to verify my claims about him. But you can look that up for yourself. When I get the fucking edits going, I'll be dropping that shit right about now. But we're going on with it. So we got a minute and a half on you, and we got what? Fucking 14 on me.
Men in a day.
1,000? Does it fucking matter?
I think it does.
I don't really think it does.
So
it's all disgusting to me. If I met a woman and she said, I just sucked a dick yesterday, I'd say, well, I find you repulsive. I don't.
No, come on, Andrew. Let's be honest, Andrew. Intellectual honesty, Andrew. Okay, so that's not the most honest answer you could give, Andrew. You would have to say, okay, my answer would have to be on a range of a time spectrum of periods in my life. And there was a period in my life where if a girl came up to me and say that, I'd have been like, you know what? I got a job for you. Andrew, if you're being perfectly fucking intellectually honest, and if you're wondering what the fuck happened to my car, my dog chewed it up a little bit. It didn't look like this when I got it. It looked nice when I got it, y'all. It really did. Okay.
I want to sleep with you. Goodbye.
What, so you're only going after virgins?
Well, it's not about only going after virgins, but I think if you're a straight man.
But then if you're not marrying them, Andrew, right? Then you're breaking your newfound moral code that you just found in the last couple of years. Fucking motherfucker acted so high on his fucking high horse with that ass, and I mean constantly acknowledging his past. Now, if Andrew started this whole thing off with acknowledging his past and then went on and maybe that clip exists, I'm maybe. Well, I know he has in other clips, but I'm just saying every single time you go on about women like this, you need to bring up your own past and then reconcile that logically in live time, you know, right then and there. Or else you're gonna have motherfuckers like me that are gonna be poking your holes, motherfucker. I'm poking your holes right now, Andrew. What you gonna do about it, boy?
The idea of having a bunch of men, a woman that you're with, is pretty repulsive.
But everyone has a past.
But see,
When you
this is the
put
kind
Unless, of course, Andrew, you're 22 years old and starting a little call center, huh? Then that's right, the kind of girl you need.
Girls
shit
have
white people say.
experience.
This is, I don't know what's wrong with people. Everyone has a past. That's not acceptable.
So that was perfectly acceptable when you were trying to make money, and in your come-uppins, you know, normie brokey, you know, like most of us, the common people, it was perfectly acceptable then. But now that you've risen, now that you've maybe figured out other ways to make money off that seed money that you garnered off the very backs that is unacceptable that you're talking about right now, you fucking cocksucker. I told you guys in the beginning here, you know, I do agree with Andrew on some things, but not all things.
In fact, let's analyze that. Everyone has a past. You're right. Everyone does have a past. It's true.
Okay. This guy right here that I'm watching that's reacting, all he's done is give a couple giggles so far. He's got almost 1 million followers. I have done the most amazing fucking breakdown this entire time. I have turned 2 minutes into, what do we got here? Probably close to 20. So I'm just saying. Roll with it.
But isn't the primary objective of a man to find a woman with as little as possible? Would you argue that's one of the precursors to finding a wife?
Me personally, but also, I mean, they don't got to be a virgin by any means, but definitely you got to be single and celibate for, and I mean at least a fucking year. At least that's a bare fucking minimum. You come at me with, oh, a few months ago I was with this guy, but I've been single for a few months and I really like you. I'd be like, bitch, you can be waiting a while. And I hear you motherfuckers, you're like, oh yeah, right, Dane. You going on 10 years, a fine bitch be throwing it at you, you be all over that shit. Like, see, when I was younger, sure, I didn't have a dad to teach me these lessons I'm about to teach y'all. Is that the power of a man is saying no and setting boundaries. That is the power. That's the literal power of a man, okay? And that these days has been taken and twisted and turned into something toxic, which there are toxic ways to do it, for sure. There are toxic ways to do anything, including feminizing. Femininizing. Feminicizing. You fuck ass honkies. PJ, you just stayed there and looked cute.
Absolutely. Considering that wives were supposed to be virgins, this was the deal. The reason I'm proud of Bonnie, and I am genuinely proud of you, I like Bonnie. I like what she's doing. Because the deal was...
You're not, like, contradicting yourself.
I like what she does. Bonnie is exactly the kind of girl that Andrew would have made millions off of, and exactly the kind of girl that Andrew did make millions off of. His original millions that he used once again as seed money to maybe start his other business ventures. Now maybe he doesn't have that kind of money.
In what way?
Well, you're proud of her sleeping with 1,057 guys, but women should be virgins.
I'm saying that the social contract, the construct of society that made family function.
Well, British guy over there was twisting what he was saying, which he said earlier that he liked the fact that she at least owned it. So when he again said, I you know, I like what you do, he's again saying, I like that you own it and are honest about it. So, and this British guy is trying to, with his fucking femboy bullshit, trying to be soy boy. Oh, you see, like, this is like some bitch shit, just trying to create dramas and problem where there ain't none. Speaking of which, here's another vlog fucking escapade. I recently had to fire a crew. Now, it wasn't my own crew. It was another guy's company. I'm cool with the boss. I like the boss, but I had to fire the crew because now it was just me and this one other guy this whole time. Quick story. And the other guy's a great worker. You know, young dude. If more young dudes was like him, the world would be a better place type thing. But his only problem is he lets the women in his life rule his life. And sure, that's fine if that's what you want to do at the house. But oh, hey, guess what? The boss said the dude's wife and his mom are coming in to help us work today. We were laying sod, grass. Okay, so now the problem, I was doing most of the work. There was one person, me, bringing sod in. There was 4 of these motherfuckers because it was also the kid's mom's boyfriend, which is kind of like the kid's stepdad, which is just a few years older than him, which is super cute. But it's whatever, y'all do you. But so the thing is, but the mom starts trying to. Now both the girls are just standing there the whole time looking around. Their job is to be straightening out the sod as I'm laying it down. That's their job. They're looking at me stupid as I'm laying it. Couple over and laying it down. They start saying, "What are you doing? Stop that." I'm like, I'm bringing the sod over and I'm putting it down close to where it's supposed to be going. Y'all are supposed to be straightening it out behind me. There's 4 of these motherfuckers, okay? They couldn't keep up with me bringing the sod over. I had to stop multiple times. Every time I stop, everything's all raked out in front of them because it was on a big old hill and shit. It wasn't flat. It's all out here in the mountains and shit. So this happened a couple times. Each time I went up to go get some water, and the boss is like, "Why aren't you down there working?" I'm like, "Motherfuckers ain't letting me work." So this happened a couple times. I'm like, "I ain't working with these motherfuckers." I fired that crew. I'm like, "Did I clock me out? I ain't working with these motherfuckers. I'll just ride back with you." And I was pissed. This is why I like having my own vehicle every time I go anywhere on a job, just in case I get fucking tired of the motherfuckers and want to leave at any fucking moment that I want. Because that happens. That can't. If someone talks down to me, I am not going to stand there and take that. I'm usually gonna. Everyone says be a man and walk away, right? So I'll just walk the fuck away. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm out. I'm done. And I'm not gonna let someone be in my face right there. So I'll walk away. So anyway, that's another example of some. I'm not saying that there's no women that can't lay sod, but I'm just saying. And as I was laying this shit down, these bitches, they were coming up to drama. Like, it was kind of down the hill, right? And there was a big old river right there, and we had to throw the big rocks down. Okay, so any of the big rocks, because it'll push up on the side and make a big old lump right there, right? So it's all got to be smooth. So I'm throwing some rocks out, but I walk halfway down the hill to throw this fucking big ass rock in, because the dude's girl decided to walk up next to the water down there. Okay, I threw it. It's like way the fuck away from her where I threw it, like 20 feet. The mom looks over and says, "You be careful where you throwing the." Insinuating that it was anywhere near her, for one, and that I may have been being careless about throwing it without taking her into consideration, for 2, which obviously the bitch didn't see me walk halfway down the fucking mountain before throwing it in there. She didn't see that part. No, that would have disproven her whole theory that I wasn't paying attention to her fucking stepdaughter or whatever, So anyway, just coming up with drama. And then that's another thing they kept bringing. "Oh, you need to be careful where you're throwing rocks." I was like, "Motherfuckers, like, I ain't even working with you guys. Like, y'all figure it the fuck out yourself." You don't understand. Like, with the time that we put in there and the amount of people there was, we should have been way farther at that point than what the fuck we were. Like, 4 people can't keep up with one person bringing in fucking material. I set it down and roll it out, and the motherfucker's supposed to straighten it. Anyway, this is the vlog part, y'all. But this is just another example of why not all women are good for all jobs. I'm saying that there are some outlier out there. I'm sure there's some great landscaping chicks out there. Now these chicks, they're not used to hard work. The girlfriend of the dude, she was like 20 or something. They never had done any hard work. She was just standing there like a damn fucking a rock, half the time, just not knowing what to do or anything. And then the dude was kind of overwhelmed with everything, and he was obviously not wanting to, be strict with his girlfriend and his mom, because they obviously rule. And I've seen their household. I know for a fact that the girls rule the house. Okay, and I'm just saying that that's a part of society. The girls rule the fucking house, and that's fine if you're one of them beta male motherfuckers that want a woman to rule your house. But see, that's the thing with me. And this is circling back around to the boundaries. Here we go. Fucking, oh my God. So fucking annoying. A man's purpose is to set boundaries, okay? And to say no. That took me a long time to learn that, y'all. So circling back to the question, if a hella fine bitch was like, I'm ready right now, but it's been just 3 or 4 months to been with someone, you got another 6 or 10 months to wait, motherfucker. Not only that, you want to know who a person is. Like there is a slut culture being promoted, and I want to say America, but not just America, modernized society. They are trying to integrate this slut culture into it in order to erode, destabilize, and eradicate the traditional values which keep a family together. Why is that? That is so that, and this is well documented. This is well documented, but there is a plan to erode the family unit and replace it with a new world government family. Yeah, everyone's your family now. The whole world. It's all one big world government. Yeah, we're all your family. But by family they mean slave. See, right now we're already in it. Wage slavery. Okay, wage slavery. People are like, I'm not slaves. I'm like, dude, that's what the entire monetary system is built for, is to create and perpetuate wage slavery. Okay. And fuck it, whatever, Andrew. Quit looking at me like that, motherfucker. Say something.
Was women were obedient virgins, and they found a man who provided for them, and they listened to that man. Women have then said, we don't like the patriarchy. We're tired of being provided for. We're tired of being taken care of. We don't want to listen to anybody. That was women and feminism that ended the traditional family unit. And now women can make their own decisions. So I'm glad that Bonnie's making her own decision. Yeah, I'm not here to tell you.
100 years.
Okay, and this is feeling like a okay, feminism, just like all movements, you got to look out for this, man. All movements get hijacked. Feminism got hijacked, okay? Original feminism, just women having rights, that's fine. But after women had rights, you're like, well, now what do we fight? Well, now what do we fight for? We got our rights. Let's start making up shit. But no, I'm just saying, feminism got hijacked. All movements got hijacked. The BLM movement got hijacked. The American Revolution got hijacked. The Civil War got hijacked. It all gets hijacked, y'all, and it gets hijacked by the elites, and they create the chaos. That way, they can take that chaos and then transmute it into an outcome that they want, and that is something that we got to look out for, y'all. I'm telling you, it's in the works right now. I see it. They are trying to use religion as a divide and conquer tactic to create civil war in America, to help break up the established nation lines. This is all in the process of trying to make a one world government, a one world, a global superpower, unified. Russia's being used, China's being used, America's being used. All these countries are being used. All the mass and vast profit and wealth that us nations are creating is being siphoned off to these elites who are creating a breakaway society funded by we the people. You dumb motherfuckers. I'm just saying. Agree or not? Tell me in the thing. Drop it in the whatnot. Y'all tell me, fuck ass honkies. Where are we at on time on this bitch?
I know I'm the clear example of how to be what I want when I want.
True.
And this is the thing you've been banging on about for years. And when I get hate, like when I click on the comments of these women that are taking us back 100 years, then in their bio it's a stay-at-home mom of 2. I'm thinking, what the fuck was you rooting for?
It actually makes absolutely no sense. You're not taking. This is the future. You know, all them T-shirts that they had back in the day that said the future is female. That's what Bonnie Blue is. Now to normalize 1,000 bodies into one body, as what Andrew Tate is doing, I do not agree with that. I still think that the numbers, the low ass.
For fuck's sake. So that's also a false equivalency. Right now they are both doing it. They're trying to equate, okay, if you are a feminist, that automatically means you're going to be a raging cock whore, is what they're saying. If you have any kind of degree of feminism, and what they're trying, and with feminism, it's just equality. Yeah, I can go with that. You know, I wouldn't call myself a feminist, but I believe in female equality with men. Now. What does equality look like, and that can be a whole different discussion, but in general equality, but not in policing, absolutely not. Landscaping, questionable.
Numbers matter, baby, because we're so much in the future as females that to expect virgins is literally, it's impossible. And while I agree, watching podcasters talk to
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I think virgins are like unicorns. Like, I've heard about them, but I've never seen them. You know, I've heard about them. I'm from Florida, and if you know, you know. But Florida is a hoe state, y'all. Florida is a hoe state. So I'll tell you guys, my number is 13. That is my body count. Okay, and that is a very, very low number, considering where I'm from. A lot of my friends in the friend circle, man, by the time they were 20 or just over 20, they had a high, like 20 plus, you know, like, and that's on the lower side too. You know, some of them was like 40, 50, and I'm just going by their numbers, y'all.
Bonnie Blue as if they're trying to fix her. It makes absolutely no sense. That should absolutely what the hell that she is doing, because if you allow women like her to just go unabated, critique free.
Okay, so we're about 4 minutes into it, and this guy has finally said something. Meanwhile, I got 30 minutes of commentary talking about so many different things already. But I guess that's how you guys like it. I guess if I was just to sit there and fucking nod my head and fucking look interested for a few minutes and then give a little pop off, maybe I'd get somewhere. But then I wouldn't be being my fucking self, and then it would be driving me the fuck crazy. And right now, I'm enjoying this shit. I'm enjoying my YouTube fucking creator journey, motherfuckers. Almost 2 years into it, and I don't have my equipment yet that I planned on having already. Believe me, as soon as I get my equipment, motherfuckers, I am hitting up the churches, I'm hitting up the mosques, I'm hitting up the synagogues, I'm hitting up Indian reservations. I want to talk to all the different perspectives, all the different theologies. I want to explore people's perception. That's my thing. So, and I'll be dropping one-on-one interviews once I get some equipment and get a better vehicle. So I don't have brakes, y'all. I've been driving without brakes for over half a year now. It's fucking ridiculous. I have had the money to fix brakes, but I had to put it towards getting caught up on my other fucking bills, such as mortgage. Like, I just got caught up on my mortgage. I was 4 months behind on my fucking mortgage. It's fucking ridiculous.
Consequence free. You're going to create more versions of them. Normalizing her level of degree of debauchery is the fall of that modern day society. It's gonna be Sodom and Gomorrah, baby. Anyway, let's keep going.
You have just stayed
That's
at
right,
home.
Bonnie. See, this is the future. It's fantastic. It's exactly what Western society is headed to.
He's a
So why are we going to
feminist.
sit here and pretend this is not? Why are we going to sit here and pretend that most women who go on girls' holidays aren't doing something similar to what Bonnie does. Why are we going to sit here and pretend that these men who walk around with their wives in the pub in England, and they're like, oh, my...
And see, that's why I don't think it's just a Western thing. And granted, I haven't been to the other part of the world. I'm just going by what I've seen online, but it looks to me like forms of feminism, and of course, I'm all for women's rights, and I'm not talking about women's rights. I'm talking about the negative aspects of feminism is spreading in other countries. Like, I've been watching some stuff in the Philippines lately. Some of the channels about them in there. Man, the entire Philippines is nothing but a big old fucking honeypot, man. They are all scamming to some degree. They are all being dishonest to some degree. Do not go to the Philippines looking for a girl. It is a big old fucking honeypot out there. And the form of feminism I see spreading in the Philippines is the form where they are just using their feminism to manipulate and scam, catfish, gold dig, whatever you want to call it. That they are using whatever femininity they have and selling that out any way they can. And I'm just saying, I know, you know, that's a poor country, and a lot of people that they don't have money. I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying I can understand how it happens logically, but also I would say that entire situation of the poorness of that country was intentionally cultivated to create that, because in effect, the government makes a bunch of money. They have essentially turned their population into itself into a thriving business, into a cash cow. They have turned, they are essentially honeypotting and whoring out all their girls to the nation, essentially, the Philippines government. Okay. And fucking cocksucker. So check it out. In the Philippines, foreigners cannot own land. Okay, they can spend money there all they want. They can rent. They can marry a girl, and then the land goes in the girl's name. You can build a house. You can think it's yours. That house is really the girl's house. You notice a lot of guys have found that out the hard way, y'all. Don't be one of them. I'm just saying. I think there's better play. I would say even like the country parts of Japan would be better to go to look for a girl than the Philippines. Yeah, you know, I think there's many better places in the world to go to look for a girl than the Philippines. And I'm just saying that is one example that has stuck out to me lately. You're like, why are you going on about the Philippines? Well, he said Western, and I'm just saying there is aspects of the negative aspects of feminism spreading in other parts of the world, not just the West, is something I wanted to clarify.
If everyone has a past, oh no, she's done the same shit. What's the difference? Who gives a
Now, to girls watching, they're going to be like, oh, he's talking about negative aspects of feminism. He's anti-feminism. It's like you're picking and choosing if that's all you're hearing, because I'm obviously disagreeing with a bunch of shit Andrew is saying that yeah, I don't agree with. So you talking about that the men should rule the world, all this, that. I don't agree with none of that shit. And all his shit is Abrahamic, scripture based, and y'all know what they really think about y'all, the girls, and I'm not down with none of that shit. So you guys know all the graping that is condoned, and not only condoned, but fucking the word escapes me, but that just means I need another bong hit. Andrew, tell him some things, yo.
care and accept that women are judged on their past and judged on their innocence and judged on their naivety and judged on these things like it used to be? Or we're going to sit and say it doesn't matter, everyone has a past. Well, if everyone has a past, everyone has a past. Who gives a does it really matter?
So
Anymore?
what would you do if it was your daughter?
Asking an impossible question.
Well, it's not an impossible
Of
question.
course it is.
How?
It can't happen.
Okay, yeah.
But anything can happen.
It's against the laws of physics.
I mean, if your daughter opened her legs and took 1,000 dicks, it's not impossible.
Of course it is.
What?
Why
I
is
mean,
it
I'm going to preempt his answer because I'm going to be a good father and I'm going to be there for her. This is my first time watching this, y'all. Okay, I saw the first 2 minutes and I saw all kinds of controversy going on, and I'm like, I gotta get jalapeno this shit. This needs some dark light, Neil.
Enter her property, therefore she's taken.
It's literally impossible for my daughter.
What, are you going to be there against your daughter? Are you saying that's not entering it?
No, my daughter just wouldn't make that decision.
But why?
Because I still raise her in a household where she is masculinely guided. And she will be guided by me until I hand her over to some other man.
What's interesting about that is that Andrew Tate has been on record in saying that a father is not needed within presence of kids, right? And I think he was saying that in order to try to explain how often you would see him without children being present. But now he's saying that he's a masculine presence within a life. But I wonder if that is through digital means or more so now in reality, or he's shifting his talking points because one wouldn't make sense without the other. Let's go.
However, I believe when women are left to their own devices, they will only ever make stupid decisions.
Was mine a stupid decision?
I wouldn't say it's any more stupid than most decisions women make, to be honest with you. I think that most women, to some degree, are sex workers anyway. Like,
I mean, yeah.
let's...
I don't agree with that statement, by the way.
Let's be honest about it, right?
Well, when he says most, that's the word I don't agree with, is the most part. I would agree with many, but now it's just a fuck. Now it's just a semantic. Now it's just a. You say I think everyone would agree with some, right? Like everyone would agree with a small. Everyone would agree with a percentage, right? Just what percentage do you put on it?
Women, look at Miami or Dubai. What's your job? Oh, I've got a boyfriend. So your job is to be a girlfriend. Why does he give you money? Because you give him sex. So most women are sex workers anyway, to be honest.
But isn't that what you said the family unit was?
Well, then you're a sex worker with one customer. You know, which is nice. I guess it's better. It's more efficient.
But what about if you're raising children? That's not sex work, is
No,
it?
that's being a mother.
Yeah.
All right, so that's interesting, Rob. Rob said it's not me.
Damn.
So they're either virgin, sex workers, or mothers. So those are three categories.
I think
I think that's what Rob just said. Those are the three
I'm
categories.
just sat in the middle.
And women have to choose to be one of them.
So is that what you think?
I think that when a woman becomes a mother, she has a purpose. I think that women should be having children as soon as possible. And I think it gives their life a direction. And I think it's the most important thing to preserve society, especially if you want to talk about geopolitics and talk about race and...
All right.
all of these things. If you want to
Fuck.
have a country that looks like the country it used to be, you need to have
Jesus
the original people
fucking
from there
Christ,
having children. I think
motherfucker.
all of that is true. Absolutely. I think every day a woman goes without having kids is
Shut the fuck
primarily a waste of time. But
God
once
damn.
again, what does it
Why
matter
are you
what I
fucking
think?
with me?
Rob, I've given up. Rob, I've given up trying to save the world. I've
No, you
given up.
haven't. No, you
No, Rob. I've given up. I've given up.
Fucking shit, bro. Shut the fuck up, Andrew. Trying to wrap her up here, Andrew. We're going on to 45 minutes, Andrew. Fucking chill, bro. All right. Appreciate you rolling with me if you made it this far. I am the brightest night. I'm the darkest light, and I am ascending. As are we all. Step into Dane's world. The dark light is upon you. This is Dane's world, y'all. Oh my fucking god. I'm hitting the buttons, y'all. Freaking out. That shit's super annoying.